Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of Neophyte. If you missed the first episode, I recommend checking out that first, where I get into more in-depth explanation of what the game is about. But here, let's just get started on a run. Let's see, we got burst. So this is more of a ranged attack here, as you can see. Kind of like that. Conjure two blades that spin rapidly around you, destroying projectiles. I don't know how much I like that one. Alright, we're just gonna play it on regular mode here since I haven't really done a whole lot yet. And let's just let the enemies cometh. So yeah, I didn't get to tell my story in the last episode about like old, I don't know if they're really Flash games or maybe just Android games or app games. I don't know what you call it. I can never remember the name of this one, but it was pretty straightforward where you had a jetpack and you had to like explode yourself across a room. And you'd pick stuff up. It was almost kind of like the home run game in Smash Brothers or something. I don't know, but that game, despite how simple it was a blast, honestly. Psychic Extreme, whenever you take 35% of your health is damage, destroy all enemy projectiles. All right, just a passive, really. Trailblazer didn't do much for me. Also fully restore your mana. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they did do that already. Let's pick that up then, I guess. Crit chance, mana, damage res. Let's go more of a mana type build maybe. But I don't know about the spell. I'm gonna find one that kind of does it a little bit better here, honestly. I mean, the fact that like I have to like get in here and hit them, it seems a bit rough. Doesn't cost that much, but still. Maybe it would have been a better spell last time. For the last run, we were melee, but I really don't want to be in melee at all, I think. It's just so hard to kill anything otherwise. I wonder if you can do, I mean, you probably can do some kind of like a basic move only run, I'm sure. It's probably more than possible. All right, we got a slot back. So that's a defensive, right? Stone skin. Yeah, I had that last time. All right, what do you got? When you cast an elemental damage spell, you gain 2.5% attack power. Casting a damage spell of a different element removes all stacks. So if I spam 1. So this is arcane damage. Okay, so that's interesting. So I can raise its power by 25% if I spam it. The power is increased by 20%, but your attack speed is reduced by 12%. I think that works even with spells? I don't know, does it? Or, let me see. It says 250% of your power, so I guess that works. I don't really like Dynamo. Let's try Heavy Hitter, I guess. More mana. Maybe mana and power. Let's go big power, right? So my attack speed got reduced quite a bit. But I don't know if that really even counts the spells, or is it just the basic damaging move? I'm not sure yet. Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out. Let's go. Let's do it. Gosh, what were some other like old like simple app games? Oh, someone reminded me, Zuma. Was it Deluxe? I don't know if it was Zuma Deluxe or Zuma something or another. Zuma with the spitting frog and the simple orbs and stuff like that. That game was a blast. I probably put hundreds of hours into that game when I was a kid and stuff like that. There was some weird number game where you had to combine the numbers. No, it wasn't like 2048 or whatever that game is. It was like Tetris with numbers or something like that. You had to combine. I remember playing a lot of that. I used to look for free games basically and just play the crap out of those, although I don't remember if all of those were free or not. Whenever an enemy damages you, there's a 50% chance then it will flee. Okay. Attack speed, crit chance, evasion. I don't know if I care about attack speed. Crit chance assumably affects spells. Yeah, let's do that. So we're up to 14%. Crit hit damage. And let's do some damage res. I really need a spell to kind of replace with this one, I feel. Should have been spamming sooner. Really not looking forward to some of the enemies. Woo! Maybe this spell is more of like, oh no kind of button if there's a lot of projectiles in the area around me. Like from these flies right now or something. Okay. There's not a huge amount of spells, but it's pretty decent, I think. All right. Okay, calm, calm. That's a lot of stuff around me. I wonder what stunned everything. I'm not really sure. It's okay. Woo! There's so many games I've forgotten about. Like, I used to, you know, I didn't have a lot of money at several points in my life, so I just play a lot of free games or just very, very cheap games. So a game like this really strikes a chord with me, I think. Like, I remember trying, like, the old Flash Isaac and trying to get into that so many years ago. I never really got into it, but I remember I tried to. Let's see. Elemental Assault. I don't know. Have full life at guaranteed critical hits, but your overall critical hit chance is halved. That's not bad. As long as there are at least 3 enemies within 3.5 tiles. Brawler sounds just pretty decent if I'm stuck with the spell. If I'm stuck with it. Cooldown reduction, crit hit chance. Mana. Maybe mana? Let's try mana. We'll try that out. Okay. Woo! Oh boy. Yeah, there's still a lot of things I have left to learn about this. I mean, it just came out, so it's kind of hard to know. If y'all know, like, how attack speed and stuff like that works, feel more than free to let me know. So I'm very, very curious. So, some of y'all might have heard a story. I've been hiding Belvita boxes around the house of my wife. You might be like, what are you talking about? So first of all, I have to explain what a Belvita is. So Belvita is a brand of breakfast biscuit, I guess you could call it. They're really just, I mean, they're basically just cookies, but maybe there's some fiber in there. I don't know. They advertise them as like a breakfast biscuit or something. But at the supermarket, they're in the cookie aisle, so I think that kind of says something, you know what I mean? Maybe there's some nuts and oats in there to try to make it more healthy. Anyway, that has been my breakfast for probably every day for probably 8, 9, maybe even as long as 10 years, maybe not that long, but pretty long time. It's simple, it's effective, and it is excellent dipped in coffee is the way I look at it, so that's what I stick to. Needless to say, I have to buy a lot of them because of that, and therefore I get a lot of empty boxes of them as well. Critical hit chance is increased by 2.5% for every missing mana. Sounds good. New spell here. Is there anything I can replace this? They have a basic here that's a fireball. It's not the same, right? I need like a primary spell, I guess. So I guess I don't take it. Do I want meteor form? Let's try out static discharge because I don't think I've tried it before, I guess. Let's see, which one's that one? This one. So it's kind of a melee-y move as well. Crit hit damage, mana, life. More mana! Mucho's mana, sounds good. Alright, back to the Belvita story. I often call them Belvitas, because whenever I say Belvita, people think I'm saying Velveeta, the like kind of fancier brand of Kraft mac and cheese or something like that. So I call them Belvitas to simplify things. Anyway, I journey a lot of empty boxes of these, as you can imagine, if I'm having them every day. You know, every 5 days, there's an empty box in the house somewhere. And wife used to razz me a little bit because I'd leave the empty boxes in the cupboard afterward, basically. So you'd be like, Dan, forgot to take out the empty box again. I'm like, that kind of thing, you know? And so I used to tease her like, you know, like maybe I want the empty boxes. Maybe I'm saving for something. And she's like, no, you're not. I'm like, okay, then we'll see about that. So the day had come. I had to start finding a way to utilize these empty boxes. What'd I do? I'd hide them in places where wife would find them inevitably, but not in the places that she would expect, you know? Suddenly there's Belvita boxes all over the house, you know? I'm like, boom, in the spice cabinet. What's a Belvita box doing here? I don't know. Someone must have put it there, I guess I'd say. Lifts the toilet seat. Boom, taped to under the lid. Got it, right there. Another Belvita box, you know? She goes to feed the cat, opens up the cat food bag. Boom, Belvita box. You never know where they're gonna turn up around the house now. Every day it's a new adventure, basically, with me, you know? It's the little things, you know? Wife has said it's never dull, at least, living with me, so at least that's a bonus, I guess you could say. You know, you gotta have a little bit of fun out there. Let's see, what do we got? Max life. Life per second. Beautiful. Your power is increased by 18% for each equipped spell on cooldown. Well, I keep forgetting to use my cooldown, so that's a problem. Gain power equal to 8% of your maximum life. 8% of 230 is almost 30%, I believe. I mean, sorry, almost 30, I should say. Is that correct? Oh no, I'm bad at math. 8%. No, I'm not doing this correctly at all. I have to do like 0.08 times 230. I don't know if I'm capable of doing that. Let's see, hold on. I can do it. 16, 18.4, maybe? What else you got? You deal 25% more damage to incapacitated and snared enemies. I do seem to be snaring enemies, but I don't really know how and why 100% yet. I haven't used most of my cooldowns like at all so far. This is a weirdly difficult decision. Maybe I take sumo and just try to go max health whenever I have the chance now. This is 18% and I can just start actually using my cooldowns best I can though. Which might be wise. Black hole, static discharge. Yeah, it kinda makes me do it a little bit. Oh, there's the life. Power or attack speed? Let's do power again. Okay, let's go. Alright, this time I'm not gonna forget to use the cooldowns. 100%. No way. No chance. Then use that. Alright, I don't really know what that cooldown did, honestly. I thought I read it, but when I used it, it didn't seem very intuitive, I gotta say. Ugh. So yeah, I had a subathon recently, and I thought about doing like a clicker game in the background, mostly. Or at least, you know, while I slept on the stream and stuff like that. And it just made me think about, like, clicker games in general and how unusually fun they are and stuff. And to do a successful clicker game, you really got to tap into, like, what makes a human's brain tick and just know how they do it, you know? Has anyone ever played the Paper Clips idler game? Because I gotta say, that thing was dope. You know, like very simple and stripped down, but then it just keeps surprising you with like more and more stuff kind of thing. Best way I can describe it. Oh, I'm dying. I'm gonna use that. Use my cooldown, thank you. And stuff like that I kind of miss. I don't really get to play. I mean, I could go out and play it. There's nothing really stopping me, I guess. But I feel like I kind of don't have time, and I don't know if the idler genre is really innovative enough yet to make me want to play either. Not that I'm looking for severe innovation in the genre, but just kind of waiting for the next big one to come out, maybe. Since Cookie Clicker or something like that. Crit chance, your maximum life is increased by 15%. Alright, we got a primary spell, so I could get rid of the daggers here. And maybe I do. Meteor form. That's another primary. Summons a spinning projectile that orbits you for 7 seconds, deals 80% of your power as fire damage to enemies. Yeah, I don't know. That's another like melee one, you know what I mean? Let's put this lightning thing on. Will that work? Yeah, it does work. Okay. So you can't change it. Move speed sounds always pretty decent. Cooldown reduction. Let's just go evasion, I think, here. I don't know. What do y'all think? Is this 8 like what level I'm on? I'm not really sure. Let's learn how many levels there are. I think I did make it past the other. Oh, this lightning spell feels way better already. I mean, it does cost more mana and stuff. I gotta use my cooldowns, don't forget. But it still just seems way more worth it. So now I need, like, more mana and stuff. Well, I mean, I did try to get as much mana as possible for the most part. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I am concerned. Oh, when I lose health, I think it stuns enemies or something. If I lose too much health, I should say. Okay, run away. Yeah, my E button doesn't really cost a lot of mana. That seems pretty decent, but it doesn't seem to deal that much damage either. Oh no, I'm stuck. We're fine. What is it doing? I don't even know. I gotta have to read what the E button does and or replace it. Alright, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Whoop. But yeah, it's fascinating to me when a game like accidentally stumbles upon success via just accidentally finding a great way to make people want to play it. You know, every developer wants their game to be fun and play good, you know, but sometimes I think it's a bigger success than they plan. Hint, hint, Vampire Survivors kind of thing. Oh my goodness, there's so many enemies. I'm gonna get y'all. You wait and see. Alright, I really gotta kill, like, this eyeball, because they're annoying. Chain lightning's okay, at least. It could be that reduced power is kind of... I'm starting to feel it now, because the enemies don't seem to go down as quickly. Maybe the daggers dealt more damage, but I don't know, it's probably still worth. Ooh, more mana per second sounds delicious. Alright, attack speed. Casting a basic spell grants you 2.5% attack speed for 4 seconds. Meh. Arcane damage you deal is increased by 15%. This is lightning. That's arcane. Casting a basic spell grants you 8 mana. I guess I can do that for mana return. Sounds pretty decent. More power? No, more mana. More mana all the time, please. Sounding good. We were recently discussing Mythbusters, and I gotta say, I miss that show. Like, I didn't watch every single episode and stuff, but I do remember pretty much every time I watched it, I was so informed about things, and I still occasionally think about the phone book episode, am I right? Something as simple as, you know, layering 2 phone books together could generate that kind of power. It's just like, what? What? As if they just solved the big mystery of the world or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure eventually they kind of ran out of too many, at least, important myths or something like that, but pretty much every time I was surprised, you know, by the results. I wish I could remember just, like, more of them, too, honestly, but I can't, you know? There's some things I do wonder if they did, like, does soda make you more thirsty? Because when I was a kid, I was constantly being told that soda doesn't hydrate you and you're just gonna wind up more thirsty or something like that. And I was like, is that trying to just get me to not drink soda, or is that true, I wonder? Maybe it's half truth, you know? I wonder where it even came from, you know? I've talked about things recently like MSG and stuff like that too, but that's less of a myth and more of a... Well, I guess it is technically a myth, but or misconceived scientific fact or something like that, I think. There's more of the truth there. Whoa. I don't think Mythbusters actually did that. I remember, okay, I think it was Mythbusters, where they sat alone. They put a bunch of members alone in a cabin for an extreme amount of time, like days and days and days, maybe even weeks, I'm not really sure. Just to see what it's like to be in isolation for an extended period of time, basically. Enemies within 3.5 percentiles have 60%, minus 60% move speed, minus 30% attack speed. Ooh, sounds not bad. Power Fist, Lava Chakram we looked at. Expert, summon a line of thick vines in target direction that snares enemies. They touch, preventing their movement. So it doesn't deal damage, it sounds. I gotta read Static Discharge here. Dealing 100% of your power's lightning damage to all enemies within 6 tiles deals up to 600% more damage based on the time spent channeling. Oh, I have to hold it down. Oh, I see. I'll try it out for another minute then. Life, more max mana. That's a lot of mana. I didn't realize I had to hold it down. Okay, that makes it a bit different, I gotta say. Anyway, they did kind of quickly determine that being alone for such a long period of time will kind of mess with your head, it seemed. Oh boy, okay, I guess, I don't know, I tried to hold it down. It didn't seem to work out, though. It could have been I just got bopped really fast. Not really sure if it gets interrupted or not. But yeah, they start talking to themselves, you know? Plus, you just get bored so fast, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, he might go a little nutty, that's for sure. Okay, I did it for a little while. I can spam the chain lightning pretty fast, and maybe just going around trying to find snagging potions and spamming chain lightning is sort of the way to go here. You know what I mean? Okay, the channeling actually cost mana the whole time. Is this hurting them? I don't... Oh, yeah, I have to let go to actually cast it. Okay. And it's up to 600%. Okay. So it can do a lot of damage. So I have to cast and then let go. I might have let go a little soon that time. Go ahead and use the cooldown. Man, the enemies never stop coming now. Keep trying to cast my basic spell too, but I never seem to actually cast it. You can interrupt your own basic cast by right-clicking right afterwards. I think I'm clever by left-clicking right into right-clicking, but it's not working at all. Trying to be clever. Woo. But yeah, like, I would love to do an experiment like that, see what it's like to be alone for such a long period of time. I don't think I'd actually do well, but I'm just kind of curious. Like, how nutty am I gonna get, you know? I think some other people have done it. Sounds like it's time for a YouTube exploration randomly. I'm calling out Tom Scott to look into this for me, maybe. Something like that. I'd love to know a little bit more about it. Need a deep dive here, you know? Thing is, I wouldn't want anyone to have to put themselves through it either, necessarily, though. All right. Oh, I think we win the run. Yay! That is run end. 21 minutes. Oh, okay. The runs are faster than I thought. I thought they were a bit longer. They lasted a bit longer than that. All right. Victory has been achieved. So next time we're going to have to increase the challenge level, that's for sure. But boom, that's Neophyte in a nutshell. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below as per usual. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more of the game, make sure you do so, and that way I'll know to show more of the game. Simple as that. All right. Stay beautiful, stay bold, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye. Hey YouTube, make sure you come visit my Twitch streams for all the best cursed content ever at twitch.tv/Haelian every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday starting at 12 p.m. EDT.